I'm going to show you how we store our drawn out comb, drawn out frames during the off season or anytime we have extra combs that's not on a hive. It's also how we store our honey supers in the off season. We place them in, we stack them up a certain way we do it and place them in a Connex box, the way that we store them and to keep them dry. You can actually, before we had a good place to store them, we left them stacked up and with a top on outside in the rain, just as they was when they had bees on them. Just stacked them in higher stacks and with our treatment inside of them, and it worked out just fine. You have to be a little more adamant about keeping some fresh treatment in it a little more often if you're going to store them outside. But inside somewhere like Connex box where it stays closed up, it stays, that treatment stays pretty fragrant inside there. So we only treat one time, and that's good enough for the rest of the season until we pull out to use them again the next spring. But the way we do, we'll stack them just like this. We go ahead and stack them in the Connex box so we don't have to move them again. But we'll make stacks about this tall, just as high as we can fit inside the box. And we'll start at the bottom with they'll be full of frames here all the way up. We'll pick a box right in the middle of the stack and leave it empty. Place an empty box and we'll place moth treatment inside there. A lot of people use paramoth. I'll show you a way to save some money in just a minute with this. But you put your paramoth, you can pour it on a paper plate, paper bowl, somewhere right on top of this box of frames. Just set them right on top. You have to place an empty box right in the middle to give room for that bowl to sit, because if you don't leave an open box, it just no room to sit this next box of foundations directly on top. So we do that. We have before put an empty box and place it on the very bottom, but if you're storing them outside, I would do that. Put them on the bottom, the middle, and maybe even another one on the top, because you need more treatment on them if you're going to leave them outside. With that, when they get aired out pretty good. But inside somewhere, I only do the middle, right in the middle. I place treatment. But we'll stack them that way. Frames, empty box with the treatment, frames the rest of the way up, and we'll cap it off with a top, a hive top, and we try to get them turned well enough. There's a minimal amount of cracks between the boxes to keep that treatment inside. And for a treatment, like I said, a lot of people use paramoth. It's very expensive. I'll show you a couple of ways that you can save some money instead of using paramoth. At Walmart or Dollar General, the two places that we buy them, is these $1 a piece. These treatments. This is called Moth Shield from Dollar General, and this is what people call a urinal cake, toilet bowl cookie, Bowl Fresh. The cheap ones from Walmart, $1 a piece. The exact same ingredients. The paramoth active ingredient is 99.4% para-dichlorobenzene. These two right here are the exact same ingredients, 99.6 para-dichlorobenzene. Same thing. But this is, gosh, I think 30, 40, maybe even more dollars for this small bottle of paramoth. These here are $1 a piece at Dollar General. So you definitely save a lot of money doing that. And that's just a good way to save money, a good way to keep your frames fresh for the next season. I would advise you when you get ready to use them, go maybe about a week ahead of time. We unstack them, pull the treatment off, and place them somewhere in the open where they can get aired out pretty well. I have seen people place them directly on hives without doing that, and as far as I know, nobody's had any trouble with it. It worked just fine, but I do not like to do that. I like to, you can smell it on the frames when you pull them out of the Connex or first time you open them back up. So I do like to place them where the air can flow through the frames and air them out for a few days at least. I like to do it a week ahead of time, and that next week they're ready to go right on top of the hive and have a good source of frames to get your splits started with on the right track that following spring. I thank you for watching this video. I would appreciate it if you would like and share our videos, subscribe to our channel. I'm Brad Kelly with Chilton Bee Company. You can reach us through our website at chiltonbee.com. Got our phone number, email address. You can contact us through that. Any questions you may have, thank you for watching.